And welcome to another round of Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Philadelphia Union 3, Toronto FC 0. Drops TFC back to 13th in the East. If they win their next game, that'll be great. They're only a point behind, 12, 2 points. They do have to win on Saturday, but this was a really bad loss. The first half was the really bad part. The second half were some positives, but the goals were scored as follows. In the 12th minute, Jacob Glenez with a goal, spins around off the corner, hits it off the back of his head, gets past Bono. That was an amazing goal. I'll give him props for that. I did not expect that. Just spins around, spin a Rooney in the air, pops it in. Easy as you like, 1-0. 33rd minute, Daniel Gazdag gets a penalty. They give a penalty. Bono slides in, takes a tackle on Sergio Santos. He touches the ball. I don't think it was a penalty, but okay. They give it. Whatever. 33rd minute, Gazdag takes the pen, puts it past Bono. Bono goes the right way, can't save it, which is about the normal order of things when it comes to penalties against him. And then the 37th minute, Sergio Santos gets the ball on a break, runs in, no defender around him, takes an amazing shot, gets the goal that he deserves in this game because he was around like a fly, just buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. Amazing. Have to give him that. 3-0. That's the way it would end into halftime and full-time. That half was a stuff of nightmares. And the stats are as follows. 17 shots to 6, 7 shots on target to 1, 49% possession to 51% possession, 438 passes to 452. 83% pass accuracy to 81% pass accuracy, 8 fouls to 5, 3 yellow cards to 0, no red cards, 1 offside to 1, 7 corners to 3. As I said, the first half was absolutely horrible. The defense didn't do anything right. They were not doing anything. They were just going through the motions. Josie Altidore as well. When he was on, he was going through the motions. He did not look like he cared. Soteldo looked amazing tonight. Richie Larea looked amazing tonight. Of course they did. They always do. Alex Bono, he tried. I think he may have hurt himself. Not that it matters, but I think he may have hurt himself in the first half. But he looked okay. I wouldn't blame any of those goals on him, except the penalty. But really, that's more the defense. I can't really blame him. On the corner kick, defense. On the Santos goal, defense. Now, he did allow the penalty. That's his fault. But everybody else, not really. With that said, the second half was a lot better. They should have scored a goal. They did get a penalty early on in the second half. Soteldo saved on Blake. Blake takes a great save. Of course, Andre Blake does that. He's the best keeper in CONCACAF, as I've said. I know Ryan LFC will love that one too, but best keeper in CONCACAF, Andre Blake. Now, the second half was better. Ifeanyi Achara came on back from his ACL injury, and I will say that this was a big positive for TFC tonight. Ifeanyi Achara, that take of me saying he's the David Freese of 2021 TFC, that's still alive, and there you go. They're still going to make a run, don't worry. And people who say that TFC, they're not going to touch the playoffs after tonight, sleep for another 8 hours, and then you'll feel better in the morning. And maybe take 2 Tylenol, because you probably got a headache tonight, but that is what it is. But they'll get to the playoffs. They're playing bad teams for their next 17 games, or 15 to 17. They're playing the bad teams around them. They should pick up points. They should pick up wins. 6th, 5th, 4th place. I still believe in them. I know tonight was a bad night, especially the first half, but there were positives. Peruzza, I thought, looked great. Mullins looked good. He looked good, I would say. De Leon actually looked better than I expected. They took off Mavinga, put on De Leon. I thought that was going to mean they would score like 2 more, but no, they put him on. He looked good. They were calm. Maybe that's something you should look into doing in more games. Now, the 3-5-2 formation tonight, starting off, was absolutely horrible. Did not do Toronto any favors. But when they started to make adjustments at the half, that's when things started to turn. Sometimes that 3-5-2 doesn't work, and it worked against Nashville. Didn't work against Philadelphia. Don't know why they stuck with it, because Perez is like, I'll do what needs to be done to get a result against each opponent. I don't know if they saw that the 3-5-2 was better, but I wouldn't have thought that considering Philadelphia is a 4-4-2. They're better on the counter. And this was something we should have expected. Philadelphia are very good in games like this. They didn't really dominate the possession, but they dominated on the counter. They had attacking. They were fluid. They were back to their old selves, and I'm sorry for calling Philadelphia a one-year wonder because I was amiss on that. Philadelphia are a good team when they're playing like that, and again, of course, they have to do it against my team to realize that I need to stop talking trash because Philly's a good team. I'm not saying they're beating Club America in the Champions League next week, but they're a good team. That was good. Philadelphia was playing well. Now, looking at the situation, as I said, we're 13th. We went from 10th to 13th because of this loss. It's a bad loss to take, but we're not that far off. It's very close at the bottom. We rattle off a couple wins, which we should against our next 3 or 4 opponents. 9, 10 points. We should be back in the thick of it. I don't think it's over yet. Yeah, it's bad to have this happen, but it was going to happen anyway. Sooner or later, they were going to lose a game in something like this. You get a couple draws, you get a couple of close wins. They were either going to blow somebody out or get blown out, and we got blown out. It is what it is. So, with New York and Chicago drawing, Red Bulls and Cincinnati drawing, and Montreal and Atlanta drawing, that puts us at 13th, or 12th out of 13th in the East. No, 13th out of 14, yeah. I was thinking about the West for a second. Don't know why. But that puts us at 13th from 10th. But we could climb. I'm not worried. Beat New York. You get back to 10th. Just keep on going. You string together a couple of wins, which you should be able to do. There you go. So for that, I'm not worried about that. I don't think you should be too. But here's the thing you should worry about. The transfer window closes tomorrow. We need a new center back. The defense is bad. And Ali Curtis, you better be staying up all night to close a deal. If you're not doing that, just don't tell us you're doing anything, all right? Because they need to stop being so complacent. That's the problem with this team. They need a defender, center back preferably, not outside back, center back preferably. Somebody who puts Gonzalez down to third. I don't think the solution is within the team. Now, Zavaleta looked okay. He didn't look great. He looked okay. He made a couple of mistakes. Gonzalez is the real big problem. Mavinga is a little bit shaky now. You need to bring somebody in. They have 24 hours to do it. Less than 24 hours to do it. Go get it done. That's all I'm going to say. We need a defender. And I think we all agree on that. Even if we make a run, we need a defender. That's what they need to do. Who are they going to get? I don't know. Find somebody. Anybody could be better than Omar Gonzalez. I could be, but I'm not taking a contract. Don't. Anybody could be better. So, go ahead and find somebody. Stay up all night. Hell, call me. I'll help you. I'll be up till probably about 3 or 4. So, whatever. That's good, though. For me, man of the match for Toronto, I would say Achara. Achara, again, looked well. People were worried about his ACL injury, taking him out. He wouldn't be the same as he showed earlier last year, but he looked amazing to me. He looks the same. I'm still high on him, and I was proved to be right, that he was still a great player. He could come back stronger, and he did. He looked amazing tonight, and he really should have scored. Peruzza looked good, too. The youngins looked pretty good in this game. Maybe use that, throw them in against New York. That's what I would say. I think that helps. So, Achara looked amazing, so I'm happy that take stayed pretty well for me as well. So, with that said, I think I covered everything about this game. The first half was absolutely dreadful. The second half, we actually had chances, but we pissed them away. Not that it matters, because we probably wouldn't have drawn 3-3. But they played better. If you look at it wholesale, the game was bad, but the second half was so much better. And if you look at it from that lens, we're not in trouble like a lot of people are thinking, or a good amount of people are thinking, like, oh, the sky is falling, Chicken Little. No. Armas isn't here. Don't do that, okay? I still trust Perez. I still trust the players. Bring in a center back. Do good against New York. String together a couple of wins against shoddy teams that you are better than now. Performance-wise, better than now. And it was really tactics when we lost to Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago and all that. That's Armas's fault, not Perez. Perez would beat Cincinnati and Atlanta and Montreal and Miami. Trust, we're good. So with that said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. First off, check out my Patreon, $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything is appreciated. Help support the channel. It'd be awesome if you do. Any support is welcomed. Come on, let's be awesome. Also, tomorrow I have a Santos de Guapolis versus Verdez live stream watch-along reaction in the Scotiabank CONCACAF League. And if they don't move the Canadian women's gold medal game in the Olympics and they keep it 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing an RSR for that one tomorrow night instead of... Well, that one slipped. The other game. But I will be doing Comunicaciones Hunts Deportivo. There we go. But I'll be doing Canada, Sweden, if they keep it the same time. If not, I'll do Comunicaciones Hunts Deportivo. And then I'll record the Canada-Sweden one at like 6 in the morning and then put it up at midday tomorrow. Or midday Friday. Because there's nothing there anyway. So, you'll get it anyway. No matter what. I'm Ron, I'm out. Peace. See you later.